Hello everyone, and welcome back to Paul's Thoughts. I wanted to do a quick video today on buying in this marketplace. So right now, in the spring in 2018, we have a very strong seller's market, a very low amount of inventory, and a large amount of buyers who are active and looking to buy. And so I wanted to talk briefly to buyers about how to put your best foot forward, how to get that house that you really want to get, kind of some tips on negotiating your offers with sellers in today's marketplace. So I have three really simple points, things that matter to the seller when trying to purchase in an aggressive seller's market. Number one is dollars, obviously, okay? Price is very, very important when you're negotiating in real estate transaction, as it is in most types of sales, right? So dollars matter a lot. You wanna make sure that your agent that's representing you is doing a comp search or a comparative market analysis to make sure that the price of the home as it's listed and what you're potentially asking the offer price to be are close. And then also you want to look at stats. So homes that have sold in the area, what percentage have they sold in relation to what they were listed at. So right now we're seeing about a 97 to a 95% list to sale ratio price in this marketplace. So you want to make sure that your asking price is not offensive to the seller. But you also want to be careful too, because in a multiple offer situation, should you end up there, a lot of times people are going over the asking price and significantly over the asking price. So dollars are very important. Secondly, you need to be very conscious of days. This is when we get into actual negotiation skills as a buyer's agent, but finding out what matters to the seller. Sometimes the seller doesn't necessarily want to close in 21 or 30 days. A seller might need some time to find another property to live at, or for the school semester to end so their kids can transition out of school at a natural time period. Or maybe they're in the middle of relocating themselves to a new job somewhere out of state, and so they have a time frame that they need to be able to accommodate. So days are also just as important as dollars because time is more valuable than money. But you need to find out what are their hot topic buttons here. Do they care more about how quickly they can get out of the house, or maybe how much more time they can have to stay while they're under agreement and moving on to the next phase of their life. So we have dollars, we have days, and then we also have details. There's a misconception about some different loan types that are out there, and that's a whole different class, or I shouldn't say class, but a whole different video session for us to do. But the misconception that some loan types are better than others, it really is just dictated on the overall age of the home. And we're not gonna dive into that too much in this video, but I wanted to just comment on that. So the loan type, the loan term, sometimes a 30-year loan isn't as appealing to a seller as a 15-year loan, or maybe the down payment amount is less appealing. Someone else is putting more money down overall on their loan, and so that buyer looks more appealing to the seller. Hand money, deposit money, escrow money, whatever you may call it, is also a big deal. They want to know, how serious are you about buying my house? How much money are you willing to put up right now that says, I want your house? Inspection contingencies. I get a little personal on this one, but you don't want to waive your contingencies as a buyer. It's your opportunity to do your due diligence. The seller lives in their house. They know what their house is, but you should take advantage of the opportunity to find out what the house is, what condition it is in currently. So I'm okay with waiving some contingencies based on the age of the house and the overall condition, but I'm very leery about just waiving them all just to try to win an offer. You still have the opportunity to do your own due diligence. So we have the price, we have the hand money, we have the terms of the mortgage themselves, we have the inspection contingencies, but then also we have some of the negotiables. So things like inclusions. What are the sellers including with the sale of the home? Do you want them? Do you not want them? Home warranties, are we asking for them? Are we not asking for them? So there's a lot of moving pieces that go into this, and so the driving factor behind this video is really simple. Make sure that you get an agent that is willing to work through each and every one of those aspects, to go to the seller, to find out what's most important to you, Mr. Seller. Do you care more about the days that you have to stay in your home? Do you care more about the dollars that you're gonna get at the end of the day? How can we make this deal work to make sure that my buyer gets into this property? So just be careful with that, especially in an aggressive seller's market. There are a lot of ways that you can negotiate to get your offer accepted. And it doesn't always have to be money. That's not always the answer. It is the answer a lot of the time, but it's not always the answer. And sometimes you just need that little extra to push you over the edge and get your offer accepted. Hope you guys are having a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll see you soon on Paul's Thoughts.